Welcome to Monday Blessings. Let's see what the little book says. Keeping calm in a crazy world. Lord isn't selfish or quick-tempered. It doesn't keep a record of wrongs that others do. I Corinthians 13:5. Love isn't selfish or quick-tempered. So my take on that is, and these are messages that come to me, but when I read that, unconditional love is selfish. Unconditional love is selfish. And what do I mean by that? That we have this profound need that we have to make everyone happy in our world in order for us to feel safe or in order for us to feel love. When we start being selfish, or I should say selfless, and start taking care of ourselves and start feeling absolute, utterly loved by yourself, then the quick-tempered doesn't happen as much, does it? Is it possible? Yes, if you are heavily triggered, you could have that quick temper. But the more that you work on yourself, the more selfish love that's just focusing on you, you're able to control your attitude. One of the biggest things that I learned in the halfway house by a gentleman that worked there, who was amazing, by the way, said to me, I was so upset and I was up here, and he said, how is anybody going to hear you when you're up here? They're just not. They're not going to be able to understand where you're coming from if you're coming from a high emotional state, accusations, whatever. You did this on September, whatever, and you're not being able to compartmentalize, okay, is this a me issue? Is it a them issue? Is it, what is happening here? Now, you should always recognize your hurt. And depending on your honesty level with the person you are dealing with, honesty is the best policy. But the more we stay calm in any moment and tell somebody, especially if we did take that self break, we did the 7 C's of self-care that we talked about at Self-Love Week. And you can find that on my website, Jenniferrose.biz. But if we do that, we have selfish love for ourselves, then we will have selfish love for everyone around us. And they will start to feel it and you will start to feel it. And that quick temper is going to be less and less until it's non-existent, which would be wonderful. And it doesn't keep a record of wrongs that others do. So here's my take on that. I had 48 years of not dealing with my life, and many people hurt me along the way. But my take is that, did they hurt me or did I allow them to hurt me? I can't hold somebody accountable, you did this, blah, 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 when, if I did not stand up for myself, if I didn't give them clarity, if I didn't give them my honesty, I didn't give them my trust, then there was a lot on me that I didn't do. So I do not hold anybody accountable for anything they did before 48 years. These last 2 years, I hold somebody accountable real time. This is what happened. This is what's going down. Just like we talked about not having the quick temper. The more that we break it down for ourselves first and in others, then you don't keep a record of past wrongs because you look at yourself in any moment. You can do something with that. Nobody has that much control over you unless you allow them to have control over you. If you do not take accountability, you cannot move forward and you cannot change. So that is my take on Monday Blessings. We'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday Quote of the Day. See you then.